Micah Frankel for CageMinds.com. Today we're being joined our guest. She's about to be making her amateur MMA debut. Welcome in, Sandra Jaquez. Thank you for the time. How you doing, Sandra?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm all right. Another great day. Talking to you, Cage Kings 2. It's coming up this weekend. It's going to be your first fight. So how excited are you for this amateur debut?
I am very excited. I can't wait. I want it to be Saturday already. I've been waiting since Monday.
I have it as Tiffany Whattley is your opponent?
Yes.
So we're still current on that?
Yes.
She's 0-1 from what I've found. What do you know about your opponent going into this fight?
Just pretty much what you know, 0-1. I see some Valley Heights MMA, I believe. I hope that's correct. And that's pretty much it.
All right, well, we got that coming up. But it's about to be your amateur debut. I know a lot of work's gone into this. Let's start at the beginning, actually. Do you come from any sort of athletic background before getting into fighting?
Not really. It's just growing up playing with my brother, mainly soccer. That's it. But other than that, just soccer and fighting.
So you did play some organized activity, some soccer, you said?
No, it was mainly the street soccer with all the kids around the block, like at 11 at night.
Oh, nice. So it's the hardcore mentality already.
Yeah.
So then now, how long have you been going to the gym for?
For the past year, I've taken this very seriously, and for many different personal reasons, but before then, I was, doing what I could. And I grew up, with boxing, like my dad's a big boxing fan, so it's just something that can kind of natural, kind of an interest.
So from an interest to now pursuing it further, what has that been like? What was the reason that led you down that path?
Weight loss.
So it started off with just a fun way to exercise, a good way to get in shape?
And then got hooked.
And then got hooked. What was that like? What got you hooked?
The very first day. Letting out all that stress, just letting it all go, and that was it.
So when you started out, what were you starting out doing? Was it a grappling? Was it a striking? Was it the boxing right away?
No, actually it was just boxing. That's what it was. I didn't want to grapple at first. I tried to stay away from that. And so I was forced to do it, and then once I was forced to do it, I got hooked.
Okay, so who forced you into it?
I walked in for a workout session, and I was told that I was going to grapple with a fighter named Armando Baca, and I had no choice, and I was like, all right, I'm down.
So what was the block? What was the reasoning for the hesitation towards the grappling? Was it just because you were a boxing fan and you were like, no, I'm not really into this, or was there something about it that you didn't like?
I didn't like the fact that it was going to be that. It was with guys.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like the whole guys try to have the dominance kind of thing.
Did it ever get to that point? Were you ever in one of those situations, or have you had plenty of female partners to work with?
Yes, I do.
So now, you were saying?
No, I really enjoy grappling with females, but I've gotten to the point where I'm like very comfortable grappling with guys now. I'm so happy that like a couple of weeks ago, I went to cruises to train with some fighters down there, and I'm glad I took advantage of that because it challenges me even further.
With that, we're talking about this is your amateur MMA debut. Have you had any action or competitions previous to this yet with your training?
No.
So this is a real big build-up for you, a big moment with all that. You even said you went down to Los Lunas. I mean, for an amateur fighter, you're making trips and doing that. Does it feel amateur? Do you feel like you're on that kind of pro-level wavelength of what you're doing?
I feel like I'm in between. I don't sound like amateur. Like, I don't know. I guess it's more the mentality. I'm like more than meant to prepare for this.
So then, what kind of mentality are you expecting to have when you climb in that cage?
It's going down. It's on my Donkey Kong kind of mentality.
Getting the opportunity to, this is going to be really your first time, I believe, going 100% then. So you're kind of excited to see what you're going to be able to do. You're not usually going to try to knock a sparring partner out, but when the bell rings.
Yeah. I am. That's exactly it. I am so excited to see what I am capable of doing at my 100%.
So from where you are with the weight loss, and now you're making your amateur debut, where is the mindset of from a hobby to is this a career? Where are you at with that?
That is where I'm in between right now. I take it one day, and I'm gonna take it one fight at a time.
One day and one fight at a time, that's good. Right now, this is supposed to be a relaxful week for you. What have you been up to this week? Have you been able to keep those nerves in check? Because I know there's a lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement for you.
Yeah, actually, I pretty chill. Like, today was an eventful day, but it was just because I had not crossed my T's and dotted my I's, but that's my fault. I got that done. But yeah, it's been pretty chill. Like I said, I did this morning. My coworker surprised me with cake and ice cream because today was my last day of working for this week, so I could have the rest of the week off to prepare for the fight. So I was shocked and very happy I was able to eat cake and ice cream this morning.
Okay, we're 3 days out from a fight. How are you eating cake and ice cream?
Because I'm right on target with weight.
Oh, that is amazing. There's a lot of people that are going to be jealous of that.
Yeah.
Going into the fight, what are your expectations for how you're going to come out with the win?
I've envisioned it so many different ways. I will take any way, but I'm coming out with the win.
What do you feel what is something that you feel you need to do to ensure that you get the W?
Don't waste time.
Don't waste time. And you're also going to be traveling here. The fight's up in Colorado. What do you think about that? You're hitting the road, first fight, first time.
I'm thinking road trip mentality. Yeah, it's right up there. It's just going to be fun, chill, relax, and get there and get back into the fight mode, and it's going to be really great. And it's out of state, so I'm going to use this as a little mini vacation.
Oh yeah, everyone goes on vacation to, cut weight and then put someone in the face. Everyone's vacation.
Exactly.
Well, at least in this lifestyle.
Exactly. It sounds fun for me.
So with this happening, you're getting this first fight out. It's early in 2014. What are your expectations for the year? What are you hoping to do? What would, give you a sense of satisfaction?
To have at least 2 or 3 more. If I could end the year with at least 3 fights, I would be happy.
It's March 8th. It's Cage Kings 2. Both, you're fighting at Strawweight, I believe, right? 115 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
With you saying you're right on weight and everything, even right now, is it too easy for you to make the weight? Or have you just been that disciplined, that focused on it?
That's exactly. I've just been so disciplined, so focused, so motivated that I've been doing everything I can to make it easier on myself.
Making it easier on yourself, you obviously talked about the visualization, that you've seen yourself winning the fight many different ways. Was that just something that came naturally to you, that visualization? Was it a trick that someone gave to you? What was it about, you using that you wanted to use, that kind of technique, the visualization?
Actually, that was a trick from a fighter, from Armando Baca. I had asked him, you know, do you have any advice for me? And that was one of the advice he gave, and I've been using it, and it's exactly what I should be doing.
Even if you get hurt in the fight, you know, what are some things you've been through in training that you're like, no, I can overcome this? What are some things that have done that have given you the confidence to be able to push through anything?
The pain. The pain is what pushes me. The pain is what motivates me.
And how many good days does that happen at? How often do you feel the pain?
I'd say like a good 50% of the time. No, I'm just kidding. It just depends on the day, what goes on. It really does.
When you think about the training and the mentality you brought to it, what has that been like for you? The training, the dedication. Like you said, it was your first time. This is your first, you know, sport and being competitive. So what's it like to stay on the dedication, to keep going to classes, to stay on the diet?
I'm amazed. I'm so happy with the accomplishments I've made. That's what motivates me, is knowing that I can do this. And if I ever doubt myself, I just think about what I've already accomplished so far. Honestly, I can't believe that I've been pushing myself so much for the past, I don't know how many weeks it's been already, because I can't even keep track, but at the end of the week, I'm dead tired, but then I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to get back at it. I'm going to get back at it because I'm only going to get better.
That's the motivation right there, the just wanting to get better?
Get better, yes.
So is that just the kind of person you are, self-motivated, and then the results are the fuel?
Yes, the results are the fuel. Especially if you would have seen me over a year ago, and then you would have seen me, and you see me now. Yes, the results are fuel.
So from a standpoint of that, where have you progressed the most in over this year in your fighting game?
I would say my stand-up.
Your stand-up, is that what you're going to look to showcase, or find what
I'm going to showcase whatever I can.
Coming out there for the knockout, the submission, the everything, just looking for the win?
Yes, just looking for the win anyway.
I got to thank you for the time. It's been great talking to you, getting to know you. Cage Kings 2, everyone, March 8th. It's up in Louta, Colorado, at Louta High School. Sandra, I'm sure there's people you need to thank, so go for that.
Yeah, I would like to thank my family, my parents, my siblings, my nieces, my co-workers, and most of all, I'd like to thank James and Ash, because without them, I wouldn't have gotten where I've had with my weight loss, with training and pushing myself and accomplishing goals that I thought were impossible.
Thank you for the time. Best of luck.
Thank you, too. Have a good night.
You too.